You know that I could use somebody.
Okay, so the first thing you want to start off with is this Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse. I'm in the colour number 4 Light Porcelain, and I'm going to take a stippling brush. Now the reason I'm taking a stippling brush is after I bought this foundation, I read a lot of reviews online that said it was really cakey to put on, so I thought I'd use a stippling brush, and I've actually found this is the best way it works for me. So I just dab a little bit in here and then just start applying my foundation in really like little circles, kind of give you that airbrush look. Now I have the opposite problem, well it's not a problem, I have the opposite thing with this foundation than most people do, which is that I find it doesn't really give a very heavy coverage at all. In fact, it looks really natural. So if you have a lot of things you want to cover up, I wouldn't really recommend this one. I'd recommend a more heavy duty one, one of Revlon's ones for example, or more of a liquid one than a mousse one. But I have to say this is a very interesting texture to work with, and it did take me a few goes to kind of find a way to apply it that I liked. But yeah, I find this is really natural looking, so that's why I think it's good for school. Just make sure you get it all down your neck because you don't really want any foundation line. Also, if it's heavily different across your ears, if you can have your hair up or anything. I'm just going to buff that in. A little bit across the eyes, just to kind of hide all my veins a bit underneath. Fortunately today I don't actually need any concealer on, maybe a little under my eyes, but I don't really think I do. It's not particularly dark, it's just lime, so concealer's just going to make that look worse. So next I'm actually going to apply my blush, and this is the Maybelline Jelly Glow blush in the colour Sweet Peach, and as you can see it's my most used blush at the moment. Sorry, there's like a really big weird plane flying outside. Yeah, it's really messy. The reason I'm applying this now instead of like later on like you normally do is because it's like a cream blush. I want to put powder on to stop smudging my foundation when I do my eyes, but in order to have blush on this blush I can't put it after the powder. That was a really bad way of explaining this, but I'm just going to start by applying it to the apples of my cheeks and kind of running out. I tend to take these two fingers and just kind of dab it in, and this gives a really natural finish because trust me, you do not want to go to school with clown cheeks. The only problem I have with this blush is trying to make it even on both sides. It just looks like that, and if you can tell it's just really natural. Now I'm going to take my powder. I'm using this Maybelline UV powder. It's translucent and it has SPF 50 in it, so not good if you're taking pictures, but good for protecting your skin for the rest of the time. I'm just taking Eco Tools powder brush. I'm just going to lightly dust this all over my face just to set my foundation, because as it is a mousse foundation it is likely to smudge. And as you can see, that hasn't really altered the colour of the blush, so it's all good. Right, then I'm going to apply some primer potion. I do believe that this is one thing you should invest in. Like, out of all the things here, this is my only high end. This is Urban Decay Primer Potion in Sin, and I'm only using it because I don't have any drugstore primer potions. But you don't have to use this, and I'd rather have the one that's not coloured, as I find this can be a bit annoying if you don't want a shimmery eye. It's got shimmer in it. Not shimmer, but it's like face shimmer. But it's the only one I have, and I've had it a long time, so good investment. Right, so for eyes I have two options that you could do. Obviously if you wanted like a matte one, I'm not doing a matte one because I genuinely have no matte shadows apart from my Coastal Scents, which I don't think is drugstore. So I have the MUA Heaven and Earth palette here, which is the £4 equivalent of the Naked palette. I'm not going to use that today just because I haven't played around with it enough to find a colour combination I like. The two shadows I'm going to be using are this Bourjois one, number 8. I don't think it has a colour. but if it does, I generally cannot find it anywhere. So it looks like this. It's this really pretty like champagne-y peach colour, and then the other one is the MaxFactor eyeshadow in Earth Spirits, which is just a kind of shimmery brown. So yeah, always wear neutrals for school. You don't want to be, this is not the time to try out your flashy new eyeshadow. So I'm just taking this Eco Tools flat shader brush and getting a little of this eyeshadow, and I'm just gonna start at the inner corner because that's where you want it most concentrated. Kind of blend it out. Inner corner, blend it out. Like that. You really, the thing for school is you just want to look natural. No one wants you looking like you've spent 4 hours getting ready for school. So then I'm taking the same brush because I can't find a fluffy brush, so we're just going to have to use the same brush. And the Earth Spirit eyeshadow, we're just going to start by really lightly applying that to the crease and then completely blending it and kind of make this triangle motion. This. I would bring it down a little onto your eyelid just so there's not such a harsh line. Yeah, that's it really. That's all I used to do. Because I've finished school now and I'm now in my gap year. Unintended gap year. I didn't get the grades I wanted, so I'm going to resit an exam. But I'll talk about that later. So yeah, more videos for you guys. Right, so generally that is all the eyeshadow done. If you wanted something a bit more dramatic, you could just go for darker, but I think natural is the best, and I think the shimmer looks really pretty, kind of brings light to your eyes. So yeah, next, this is an optional step. I'm just going to take some gel eyeliner. This is the Maybelline eyeliner, which I absolutely love, and I am taking a little angle brush. This is the MAC 266 SE, just because I don't have another angle brush, but really any angle brush would do. Seriously, if you've never tried putting your eyeliner on with an angle brush, you should do it. Seriously, I didn't think it would make a difference. Oh my gosh, it really does. Especially if you like to wing it out a little bit. But I'm just going to apply a really thin line of this, because it just helps to define your eyes. Like I said, this is optional. Like, if your school doesn't like makeup, I wouldn't wear this because you can tell. Of course, you do have the option to wing it out, so I'm just going to put a little wing, just because I think it brings, it kind of emphasises the shape of your eyes. I just think it looks nicer. Except I have such a hard time trying to get my wings even that's a really bad job. But so just like that. So you can see it's kind of defined my upper lash line a little bit. I used to wear eyeliner on my waterline to school, but it looks way too harsh. You look like you're wearing way too much makeup. It's school. It's not a beauty contest, okay? Well, kind of sometimes it is, but it really shouldn't be. Next I'm just going to take some mascara. This is my favourite one, Colossal Volume Express. I'm just going to apply this. I like this mascara because it gives a really natural look to the lashes. It really helps to spread them out. Doesn't make them look clumpy at all. I don't know if you can tell. I should have zoomed in a little bit, but oh well, we'll live. You have to tell me if you like this camera angle, by the way, because I think this is how I'm going to leave it, because I think it looks good. I swear, okay, let me know if anyone else has this problem, but this eye always separates beautifully. It's really nice. But this eye, there's one lash that's just so stubborn. Doesn't matter what mascara I use, it refuses to kind of get in line. I also have a really short one kind of in the middle of my eye, which is quite annoying. I'm just going to apply a little bit of this to my bottom lash as well. How am I going to do this so you guys can see? This is really hard. just to define the eyes. That's all. I kind of use it instead of eyeliner on my waterline. Let that dry kind of so you don't get the dreaded mascara lines. Right, then I'm just going to do a little bit of contouring, so I'm just going to take my Sleek contour kit. Contouring for me is hard because generally I cannot find my cheekbones for the life of me. My face is too chubby, so I'm just going to take the bronzer and I've lost my contour brush, so I'm just going to use the fluffy brush. Just kind of go under where the blush was, just to kind of bring colour to my face because I am pale as anything. Make sure you start here and kind of bring forward, and then just a little onto the temples, and also kind of along the jawline, a little bit down the neck. Right, then I'm just going to apply some lip balm. Normally all I'd wear to school was lip balm because anything else is just a hassle to keep reapplying. I'm going to do a what you should bring to school, but always have a lip balm in your pencil case. Always. It's nothing worse than having dry lips in school. Oh, if you were going to apply lip products, I've got two here. The first is my Natural Collection lipstick, which I love, in the colour Apple Blossom, and it's just like this really, really natural pink. So I'm just going to apply a little of that. And then my Collection 2000 lip gloss. I have no idea what colour it's in, but it's this one. It smells so good. Just a little bit to the centre, and then kind of spread out like that. And then, if you decide you want a little more blush, I'm just going to take this, which is my Natural Collection blush in Peach Melba. And I'm going to take my Natural Collection blush brush and just apply it a little bit. Just kind of helps set that, set the other one. What's it called? The cream blush. I quite like a lot of blush and I didn't put enough on before, so. And finally I'm going to curl my eyelashes. I'm just using the Maybelline eyelash curlers. And then, oh, it's my hairbands behind my ears make my ears really itchy. Oh, bad hair day, man. And then let's zoom out a little bit. Oh, zooming in. So yeah, that is my everyday school makeup. If you want a bit more of a subtle one, I guess I could do one of those as well. You can always substitute black mascara for brown mascara, that looks more subtle. But yeah. So like I said, now I'm going to quickly film my summer favourites video. And yeah, bye guys.